hello, Side Talk listeners and viewers. Welcome to Side Talk Table. And we are going to be discussing the Apple event. If you haven't already heard, Apple is getting some new products and some new services. So let's go ahead and get right to it. If you haven't already subscribed to this podcast, leave a review if you are listening on Apple Podcasts. And if you are watching, make sure you subscribe and like and view other content that is on the page. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So Apple's event was Tuesday, April 20th, and it was amazing. It was, if you haven't watched the keynote, you can definitely go back on Apple's website and watch it again if you would like. But I will be showing and telling, well, not really showing, but I'll be telling all of the details that Apple is getting, all the new products that they are coming out with. So, Apple started off their event with Apple Family Card, which is coming out in May of this year, obviously, and it's only available to Apple Card users. So it's basically their current credit card being able to be used by the family, the family that's set up on the account, and they're all able to use that one card from their phone to build their credit all together, and they're able to see their purchase history and what everyone is purchasing, which is pretty cool. I really like that. If I had an Apple Card, I probably would have set that up, but I don't currently have an Apple Card right now, so that doesn't really apply to me. But that's coming out, which is pretty cool. I know, like, for my credit card with Marriott, they have that as well, where you have an authorized user that can use the card at the same time. But this is like on a whole nother level, because I think multiple people can use it and they can add it to their wallet in their phone. So that's cool. Next, Apple did Apple Podcasts, which is cool. Apple Podcasts is now going to be changed. They're changing the whole interface now, which is pretty cool. I really, really love that. So that's going to be cool. And they're doing subscriptions. Like, we need another subscriptions. We already have all these subscriptions with Apple, and now we have a whole nother subscription. Cool. So that subscription based is going to be coming out in May, but it's not really a set price. It's set by the creator and the developer or the creator of the podcast. They set their price. So it varies. It's not really like a set price, which is, I guess, is good. So that's what's happening there. And the new design is coming out in iOS 14.5, which will be coming out next week. So definitely look out for your software update in your settings, because that will be coming out next week, and a lot of different things is coming out with iOS 14, which is amazing. You have the podcast update. You also have where you can unlock your phone with Mask if you do have an Apple Watch nearby with your phone. So that is one of the two things that I'm very excited for, among other things that's coming out as well. So that will be coming out next week. And then the third topic that Apple released was AirTags. Wow, AirTags. AirTags has been trying to come out for almost 2 years probably now. Yes, AirTags is finally here. AirTags are here. AirTags is like a whole nother level. Apple took it a second notch. It's not just your standard towel finder. Is basically integrated with that virtual reality, and you can use your phone, and the phone will direct you like accurately to the keys or to whatever you lost, whatever item you lost. It would direct you. So you will pull it up on the Find My app, and it'll give you like an arrow and tell you where to go. It's like a whole like compass thing. It's really, really cool. And they showed it on the Apple event, and it's just amazing. And I'm so excited for AirTags. I really don't lose that much, but I'm definitely going to get my hands on at least one just to try it out and see, hey, So the AirTags, they are starting at $29.99, so $30, and that's for one. And then they have a pack of four for $100, and they will be available to order this Friday. So I'm definitely going to be ordering one at least, see how it is, try it out, review it maybe, and yeah, I'll let you know how it is and if you should buy it, and if you need to buy it, or if you lose things and you don't have a towel or you don't have any tracker thing and you've been kind of in the market to get one, definitely wait and see what Apple has in store. It's really cool. So then the next item was Apple TV. Finally, Apple TV got a new facelift, a new model, and that is coming out and available to order at the end of this month, April 30th. So it's still Apple TV 4K, but it has an all new remote. The remote is awesome. I'm so excited. I have the Apple TV 4K 4th generation. Pretty sure that's what it is. And I probably won't get the new Apple TV, but I will definitely probably get the Apple TV remote. I really do like the remote. I like it a little bit better than the one now. The one now is cool, but it's like, it's difficult to maneuver if you're like in the dark because you don't know which side you're on. So like you're pushing and it's the wrong side. So yeah, but I'm very excited for that. That's going to be awesome. That Apple TV is starting at $179 and the 64 gig is $200. So that's going to be cool. And it's obviously a little bit faster. You have different specs. Yeah, it's not really much, but hey, it is a new generation, so it's going to be a little bit faster. And you have better quality and faster time frame of operating it. And it's just Apple TV. I love Apple TV. That's the only thing that I use on my TV now is Apple TV. I don't even use anything else but that. So I love it. And the remote, if you do have Apple TV, because it will work on previous generations for the Apple TV 4K and HD, that just the remote itself is $60. So if you would like to just get the remote, you can just get that for $60, which is not bad. Next, we have the iPad Pro. Whoa! iPad Pro with the M1 chip. So if you don't know, M1 chip is their new chip that Apple released last year on some of their models. Well, actually, did they release it last year or this year? I can't remember. I think it's this year. Earlier this year? No, I think it's last year. Well, anyways, the M1 chip is like this fast bionic chip. It's like fast. And they already have it in their the MacBooks, and they have it in the Mac Mini, and it's insanely fast with for creators and using Final Cut and Premiere Pro and Photoshop and all of these software, all of these different applications you can use, and it's like really, really, really quick. So that the Apple iPad Pro is now shipping with M1 chips, which is awesome because the iPad Pro was already fast as it was. So with the M1 chip, I'm very excited to see the speed and the process of that. Like iPad Pro, I have the first gen iPad Pro 11-inch, and it's pretty fast, and I love that. But with the M1 chip, that's going to blow people out the water. And it's geared towards, I was hoping in the Apple event, because I use Final Cut for video editing, and I was hoping in the Apple event, because it looked like they were going that direction, that the Final Cut was going to be coming to the iPad. They were going that direction, and I was like, it's coming! And nothing happened, and it was just like, man. So hopefully in the near future, we'll get some kind of support for Final Cut. I'm all for it. So the iPad is going to be coming with a 5G cellular connection, which is great. That's cool. That's awesome. I don't have cellular connection on my iPad because I don't really use that. I just use my hotspot. But that is cool that they are integrating the 5G into the iPad to make the speeds even faster alongside with the M1 chip. And you have center stage, which is whenever you're on like video chat and you're moving around kind of or whatever, and you're like showing the other person something, the camera will make sure you're always centered. So you don't have to move the iPad or anything. So when you move, the camera moves. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm very excited to see that. And yeah, you have the faster chip with the M1 chip, and the iPad will be available April 30th for order. So yes, I probably won't be getting a new iPad. I probably won't be getting a new iPad, but the Magic Keyboard is now coming in white. Whoa, it looks really, really nice. So yeah, but that's going to be available at the end of this month, April 30th. The 11-inch is starting at $799, and then the 12-inch is starting at $1,100. So that's awesome. The last and final product of the event, of Apple's event, was the all-new iMac. The all-new redesigned iMac, a whole facelift redesigned iMac. It's coming in 7 colors, and it's coming obviously with the M1 chip. So all of the computer lineups and iPad lineups, iPad lineup, will be having the M1 chip. So Apple is gearing towards the M1 chip, and that's going to be awesome because so all of their devices will be integrated fast and can move together on applications. Great. That is awesome. So the 4 colors that they have, the 4 colors will be starting at $12.99. And then the other colors, they have 7 colors. All the other colors plus the 3 additional ones will be available starting at $4.99. So, $14.99. And then the other one was $12.99. I don't know if I said that. $14.99. So yeah, and then the $14.99 will be coming out with extra specs, obviously due to the price difference from the lower end and the top end. That $14.99 price will have also 2 USB ports as well. So that's pretty cool. And it's coming with Touch ID. The Magic Keyboard has Touch ID finally. iMac finally has Touch ID. Wow. That's needed. That's very needed. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. That's awesome. Like, who wouldn't be excited for that? That is very, very awesome. So we have that as well. And the power cord is a whole new redesign. It's like a braided, and it like magnetized when you connect it to the back. So it's very, very cool. When I first saw the iMac when they revealed it on Apple event, I was kind of torn. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like the design. The colors are cool, but I don't like the design. But it's finally grown on me after like 2 days. It's grown on me, and I'm like, okay, I kind of want it. I'm still kind of processing because I was going to get like an older version of an iMac. But I'm kind of glad I just waited, so I can just go ahead and get the newer one and already have a newer model and just settle for that. So I'm very excited. I don't know what color I'm going to get because all the colors are nice, but I don't want any of those colors. Like, I'd rather just have like a space gray or something. Like, just give me that. So we'll see. And the iMac also has updated cameras, mics, and speakers, which is very, very awesome. And yeah, and all of the accessories, so the touchpad, the mouse, and the keyboard, they all have new colors to match the iMac itself. That's cool too. So I'm glad that they thought of that and was able to put those all together. And finally, which would happen at the very beginning of the event, the iPhone 12 is coming in a new color, purple, and that will be available for pre-order Friday, which I don't like when Apple does that, when they release a whole new color. And it's like, people already have the new iPhones, and they're not going to go out and get the 12 for a new color. Like, okay. So I really don't like when they do that, because they do that a lot with the Product Reds. They did that previously with Product Red. They will release that like months after the new phones have already came out, and it's just kind of like, the only thing that you're getting it for is like to review it, and that's it. It's not going to be your main phone. So it's kind of like, okay, Apple, what are you doing here? Why didn't you just go ahead and release it all in the whole debut of all of the release? But I don't know. It's Apple. They do what they do. They get the sales because people want it. So whatever. But yes, that's the entire Apple event. It was very, very awesome. I'm so excited for all the new gear, the new subscriptions and services that are coming out. I'm so excited. So excited to get my hands on AirTags this Friday. Well, I'll be ordering. Hopefully they'll be here next week. And yeah, so stay tuned for updates and different reviews and Apple news. So I will see you in the next video if you are watching the SciTalk Table podcast.